Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
How are you doing? Your fitness host is here again, and of course Spring Delight is the program. My name is AJIBIKE ANJORIN Ojo. You already know on Spring Delight, the very first segment we take you through the world of exercise. This is where we help you burn out calories even from the comfort of your home. Don't just sit back and watch us do our thing. Let us experience it together. And when we come back, I bet you're going to be sweating like I am. Enjoy the rest of this Saturday with us.
Last 15. Now we go 20 before 25. Should we have 25 before 20? Everybody just get out. Alright, 20 before 25. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 20. Go inside your power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
They don't know say me name Pat Ranking. The fire can cool. I'm me chilling with DJ IDOWU.
Last 15, 20, 25. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 6, Yeah. Gary.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Now go in between the leg. Make sure your elbow touch down. One, go. Wow. Go. 2,
Damn.
3. Let's go. Wow. Touch down.
No, it's not touching down.
Go down.
Ah, this one will not touch down.
8. Let's go. 9 and 0. Exchange the leg.
Woo. Sorry.
I have go for the leg again. 10. Bury your head. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Udo. Now go in. 3, 2, 1, go. 1. Go. Go. Let's go. 3. And 4. 4. 5. Go down. 6. Mind your carries in yourself. Let's go. 8. And 9. 10. Bring the leg out. Now pass it down. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now let's start. 10, 10, 5 seconds. 1. Like that. 5. Yeah. Make sure go back to one mark. Don't let you right. Yeah. So now let's start. Go by 10, 10. 10, 10, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 1. 2. Right it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 seconds. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many? 30. Now where you are sitting, let's go. Breathe in. Out. In again. Out. Taking air through the nose. Release through the mouth. Let's go. Mouth. Nose again. Mouth. Let's go. 40. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take position. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take position. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Relax. Right your leg. Let's go. Bounce up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go 70. 3, 2, 1, shoot. side. You feel that thing. The way you're like that, you feel that thing. Rub it up. 10, 9. If you get flesh, now still the same thing, you rub it. Rub it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, like this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Do something with this scratch you. Relax. Relax. Now let's move. How many now? 60. We got 40 to go. Let's go. We'll get there. Let's move. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Time today at the TJ Fitness and You Center. It was really nice. I burned out calories. It was light, but yes, I enjoyed every bit of it. And I hope you did too. Of course, Spring Delight is the program. And we're going to be taking you through the rest of our Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend with us.
All right, I hope you had a wonderful time trying to do the needful, keeping fit, and it's always needed. We've always preached that on this program, and we always want you all to have the very best here at this point in time. So keeping fit is needed, and it's on that note we'd like to welcome you to Spring Delight from Western Spring Television. This is where we do it. This is what we do, and just to make sure that you enjoy your Saturday morning with us amongst the different programs we have lined up for your viewing pleasure. TUNDE IDOWU is my name. Welcome you to Spring Delight alongside AJIBIKE. Good morning to you all out there.
Beautiful morning to you, to our esteemed viewers, to all our streamers from wherever and all over the world. And I want to wish you, we want to wish you a merry, happy new month. It's been a beautiful journey. It's been a beautiful ride all the way from January to this present moment. And honestly, it is a time to be grateful to God. Yes, Spring Delight is here again. And of course, we have different amazing contents to bring to your faces today. My name is not changing. AJIBIKE, ANJORIN. Welcome.
Obviously, if you're joining us for the very first time, of course, quite a whole lot of segments where you need to just follow us with. Definitely. We'll start off with those who actually celebrated in this outgoing week,
yes,
proceeding into a new month. And if your birthday falls into this week or today or tomorrow, we'd like to say congratulations to you and happy birthday to you.
And of course, Spring Delight is going to be taking us back in history of what once happened in our dear nation, that is today in history.
You know what? It looks like for those of us whereby you probably don't know how to do some cooking, the delicacy is always there. We showcase something, and it just traumatizes my soul that when I see this kind of meal on TV, it's not just in front of me, it calls for it, but we'll find a way around it, no doubt. So we'll definitely bring that to you on the show. It promises to be very, very worth it. And
we have our spring fact. This is a fact that lets you move about your day-to-day activities. Facts that you know, facts that you do not know, just to guide our daily living. That is what part of what we are all about.
The guest segment is definitely intact. We have our guests well seated. We will be looking into youth advocacy. Sometimes ago, a couple of years ago, remember a former president saying youths are lazy Nigerian youths and that about. But if we have to look at what it's been done, you find out that
I will tell him to take it back.
The youths are not lazy.
We are not.
Absolutely, you're not lazy. So we'll be having someone who will help us out, and there's someone in government who will actually come and tell us and elaborate if truly the youths are lazy, and let's see what advocacy they've got for the youths as well.
Yes, and we have our solar expert. He's an entrepreneur. You know, now we opt for alternate energy. We don't just depend on the power supply anymore. So yes, we have a solar expert who is going to be telling us details on how to go about it.
They said music, comedy is the spice of life.
Entertainment in general.
We'll definitely have someone who will come do some few things for us. And let's get to know why she, I already told you it's a she, right? Why she actually delved into that line of action on the show today. So stay with us. It's still Spring
Delight.
Oh, yeah, Spring Delight from Western Spring Television. Let's take a short break. Let's do the birthday celebration. Let's celebrate with you and for you on the show this day. And we'll take you back a little bit in history.
Definitely.
And we'll be right back.
on to you every day. Happy birthday. Oh, my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, I gotta sing on to you every day.
Dani, 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 Dani,
All right, you're welcome back, and thank you for being here with us. It's still Spring Delight from Western Spring Television, and we'd like to thank you for at least standing by in as much as we're trying to put things right. And yeah, things are right at this moment in time. I don't know.
Definitely, right? Things are right.
And at this moment in time, we said something before we went on that break that there was a time in this dear nation of ours when a former president actually said we have lazy Nigerian youths and what have you. But it seems as if the orientation is changing
every day.
But majorly for us here in our dear state of Osha State, what is government doing? Has there been an advocacy to take the youths to greater heights in this great state of ours? We will be talking, as we are actually joined in the studio by an honorable member from the great Osha State House of Assembly, who represents Ife Central at this moment in time. It's our delight, it's our pleasure to have with us Honorable Engineer Abiola Awoyeye in the house. Distinguished Honorable, it's a pleasure.
It's pleasure is all mine.
Thank you for taking time.
I'm delighted to be here.
We are honored.
Yeah, thank you.
We are honored. Now, let's begin from you as a young man. Yeah, sincere apologies so that let you not legislate over what I said here.
I am a young man. I am a young man.
We are all young men.
I am below 30.
To God be the here we
30,
go.
So
You're doing so
I'm a
fine.
very young man. I still have my big life ahead of me.
God willing.
God willing.
Let's look at youth advocacy naturally. What are the things that actually spawn the youths to greater heights? And looking at what we have holistically, first of all, before we come to our dear state here, holistically, youths, are we lazy? First of all, please don't mind. I'm a youth.
Well, I would not say that
We are.
the youths are not lazy, but I think it goes to show the type of tutelage we had from when we were small. Because I believe that as young men, I mean, from being a small child,
Yes,
from being a child, you didn't come to the world with anything in your head. So when you get to this world, you start to pick things. And where do you pick these things from? From people very close to you,
Absolutely.
your parents, your immediate environment. So I believe that once we are like about 16, 17, I don't think you can really take some traits out of someone again. So even though the elders are saying the youths are lazy, but I mean, laziness, you almost learn it. Because
Wow.
I am an example. I mean, the type of things I grew up listening to from my parents, my mother would tell me that she cannot do this for me. You know, likewise, my father, like, they can't do this for me. You have to be the one to do it.
Do it yourself.
So, I mean, they are encouraging me, likewise telling me that I still have to be the one to do the job. And, you know, there was, distinctive differences if you do it and if you don't do it. My mother is a teacher.
Oh.
Welcome to the Teachers Club.
Hi. We're so many, don't worry.
Yes, we are.
We're so many.
I know.
You know. So
Yeah.
she would imbibe some of these traits in me. So I knew from the onset. So I used to tell people, even though elders are saying the youths are lazy, they didn't give us so many good
Channel
to go through. You know, a lot of people are crooked, very crooked, and you can't
take it out of them.
you can't take it out
It
of
is a
them.
foundation.
So in their offsprings, you know, you begin to see all this type of traits. So the youths are not lazy. We are doing a lot of work.
Yes, we are. I concur.
Just that if we want to do more, there has to be an enabling environment.
Absolutely.
You know, and that brings us to the advocacy thing we're talking about.
Of the youth. Okay, on a lighter note,
Yeah.
a bill was passed. It's almost like you are expecting that question. A bill was passed. So that we are changing from the new national anthem to the old one. Don't worry, I'm not going to put you on the spot to recite it, okay?
Okay.
But I want to tell you, what do you have to say about that? Us going back to the old national anthem.
Well, as a Nigerian, I don't think that is what we need now. You know.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, but you know, we might have different points of views. We might see it from different ways, and that is why it goes to show that in politics we used to say that the way you do it yesterday is not the way you do it today, and the way you do it today is not the way you do it tomorrow. Maybe we need to, you know, have younger leaders, you know, that can reason along, because I discover that when I talk to younger people, they are able to relate with me, and I'm able to relate to their problems
Better.
you know, better than an older person's point of view. But you know, sometimes we still say experience is the best teacher. You know, maybe we can get better experience. The new national anthem, or maybe revert it.
You know how it is the national anthem
From
right
the
now.
policy aspect, I don't think that is
Will you say that is a misplaced priority?
It is. If we are being honest, as a Nigerian, you know, inflation rate is about 36%.
Right.
Right now. foods are very high. I mean, the prices compared to a year ago, you know, as 1 year in office, myself, I'm planning a welfare program. You know, when I go to my constituency, people tell me that if I'm undertaking projects, maybe I'm doing a misplaced priority. They want food. People want to eat. People are hungry. You need to go to the grassroots. You need to go and see people.
Get you.
You know.
But Honorable, if a bit, let me take us back to John Memory Lane to about 2014, when the Jonathan Constitutional Committee Review Committee was put in place. But that's the national confab. Yeah, this national anthem was actually something that was proposed that we should have gone back to it. But now that so many people are castigating Mr. President, that he said it's a top priority, is a priority. It's something that had been said even before he came into existence.
So like it's a restructuring.
Yeah. Why do you think the backlash is coming even majorly? Not from the older ones alone, but the user as well saying this.
Say, in the Osha State House of Assembly, this 8th Assembly, we just passed a bill about local content. See, politics has gone more than, or governance has gone more than the military way. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. People are hungry. You don't change national anthem when people are hungry. What does that bring to them? How does it affect the common man on the street? They don't even sing this national anthem.
No, the bill was just passed. We can't just...
You know.
Yeah.
So I think the thing of misplaced priority, that issue, I mean, it's not easy in Nigeria. I don't know if you're in this, our Nigeria.
Of course we are.
As a representative of the people, you know, the way our people think is that once you are here, you've brought money. Now imagine, you know, people that 10,000 naira could, you know, ameliorate their problem before, it cannot do that anymore. You have to budget like 25,000. I say, okay.
At least just to cushion that.
Just to cushion it. Now, I cannot do projects in my constituency again. Anything I'm going to be doing henceforth is welfare. Is welfare. As a legislator, I'm not supposed to be undertaking so many projects, or it is because of the state of governance of politics in our country. That is why it has necessitated a legislator to be doing all of that. You know, we have our own specific rules, our own arm of government. It is different, but because of the way the country is. So, I'm sorry, Mr. President will get backlash.
Honorable, sorry, Jibs. Let's come down home.
Okay.
Because for some of us and for your people here from Ife Central, from Osha State in general, I'm not trying to pre-sing you. With some of the great works, youth advocacy, promotion of things that will benefit the youth development in our dear state. You made mention about a couple of them while talking here this morning. Let's look at it holistically now. What are your plans for youths in this dear state of Osha, not just Ife Central, Osha State?
You know, people used to come to my office and they tell me that, Honorable, you're not just for Ife people alone.
Yes, please.
Because, you know, where we come from is very important.
Absolutely.
And as an Ife man, you know, I tend to love to do things for my people, because I have come into politics just because I have seen the governance deficit, leadership deficit in that place. You know, I grew up in Ife. My primary school was in Ife. My secondary school was in Ife. I went to OA. I attended OAU.
Okay.
You know, so I've lived about
life in Ife.
The first 20 years of my life in Ife, and I knew how things were. In about 15, 12 years growing up, nothing changed.
My goodness.
Which is very wrong.
Absolutely.
You know, if you want the youth to grow, you know, things that you have to move with time. Now I'm doing some things in my constituency, like I help people if you have skills in tech, you know, because I know that these are the type of things that will actually liberate them. I don't believe in motorcycle empowerment.
Okay.
You know, I am exposed.
Great.
So if I can't bring my exposure to help governance in my immediate environment, then what am I doing?
Yeah,
you know, if I want to do it, I should do it right.
Yeah, right.
That is what I believe in. But you know, the youths of Osun, I want to tell you that things are changing in Osun. It used to be worse. I know that. I've interacted with youths in Osun. You know, I see that we've allowed partisan politics to divide us. You know, I've noticed all sorts of things. You know, we want personal glories. We don't believe in, you know, working together. But I see things changing. You know, the type of things that people are beginning to bring to Osun. You know, there was a readathon the other time.
Yes.
And, you know, I was there, the Mr. Speaker was there. You know, that's the composition of the State House of Assembly is at least 50% of people below 36. It's to tell you
volume.
that
It speaks volume.
things are changing. You know, people are beginning to come back to Osun, you know, to say, okay, look, let's do something there, you know. And we have, as the Chairman's Committee on Youth, Sports and Special Needs, in fact, three very important sectors of our community, you know, the sports community, the youth community, and the special needs people. You know, we have a lot of things like the Imole Youth Corps. The governor asked that. He wants to do that. You know, a lot of works has been ongoing on that. But you know, Osun State, I believe we need to transform from a civil servant state to a manufacturing state. So you know, in farming too, because right now as an honorable, I'm not even allowed to do any other work apart from farming. You know, we need to sensitize our youth. Farming is not a bad thing.
Absolutely.
It is not.
It is not.
I have.
I think they even feed more. I think they even feed more than we even do right now.
I tell you, I have people in farming. You know, if we do it the right way, we are able to, you know, employ people. We have a bill in the House of Assembly right now.
Okay.
The Employment Trust Fund bill, you know, is looking to, you know, pull funds together for youth, retrain youth, you know, train them, retraining, you know, you need certifications, give grants, give loans, you know, just to help people start up. Because I believe that, you know, we have a lot of youths doing MSMEs. I have a program coming up later this June, where I'm going to be giving some monies, grants to, you know, MSMEs, because I believe that in Osun, we can't continue like this. Our wage bill is too high. And if you want to employ new people, you need to lessen your wage bill so that you can bring more people on board or you generate more. But the way it is right now, we have to just make sure that the very easy things that we can put our youths on, we need to grab on that. Like tech. You know, I was talking to...
It's the future.
It is the future, you know. I'm encouraging people. I want to do it. You know, I've got all of these plans that I want to, you know, do for my people. But when you get into politics, you know that it's not just done that way. You might look at it in another way from the outside, but when you get into it, you get to see the bureaucracies and you get to see how things are not so hard to do, but you have to be clever to do it. So there are a lot of plans from the governor. You know, if you see the House of Assembly, a lot of us are youth. So, you know, we're encouraging our youth. You know, mentoring people. You know, I've got a lot of people I'm mentoring right now. I don't like to call myself your mentor, but I like to see to your well-being. You know, to say, are you okay? How are you doing? Your career, you know, all of these things, they are very important.
What is your assessment of the Osun youths in general right now? Because we understand we bring a whole lot of people here now. Everybody's getting involved in skills acquisition. You know, we have entertainers. A whole lot of people are deviating into that. But in general, what are those things that you think our youth should focus on more, or do you think we are doing enough right now?
Well, Osun youth, I see we are tenacious. We go again. We know the agree. So we go again. And that is a very good trait to have. So I think the skills right now, we need to look at the future. I'm a planner. I like to plan a lot. I'm the guy that get up on my bed. I don't go anywhere. I just stay there for 2 hours and think and plan and plan. You know, because I believe that to be good in life, to be able to leave some legacies, some good legacies, you have to be a planner. So, you know, I think we should look at the future. Let's look at the future. What are the skills? Skills are very important. We have gone beyond the stage because we have to look at it holistically, like you say, globally. What are the global skills that you need to acquire that in 30 years will still be relevant? Something sustainable. So, in fact, that's why the SDGs are very important. Sustainability is very, very important. I have a master's in sustainable electrical energy systems.
Wow.
So, I look at things in a broad way. It has to be sustainable. Can you do it? Will it sustain you for 30 years? And that's why I preach tech. I preach tech skills. As long as you are ready to, to
Broaden
innovate.
your horizon. Wow.
As long as you're ready to do that.
Okay.
So.
All right. I'm going to be one of those you will mentor.
I was expecting him to say that.
But by and large, Honorable, let's one of the biggest things that draw people close to each other is where you are the chairman and house committee on sports.
Yes.
Sports in Osha State. Looking at some of our clubs, the stadium, we're not there yet.
Yes.
Osha United, for instance, should be in the Premier League. Is it MPFL?
Yeah,
the
MPFL.
Yeah, that's where we belong to. Osha is not a small state anymore.
Why not?
What are we doing towards this fact?
Well, as the chairman, I've delved into that.
Okay.
Because, I used to play soccer myself when I stay at just go to the pitch beside the house to play some soccer. So I know that I enjoy sports, and I support Chelsea FC. Can I say that?
That's the best club. That's the best club.
It is the best club, if you support, so I know the importance of sports.
All right.
Not just for fun, but the IGR sports can give us. Sports is beyond what just the government can do. Sports is billion dollar industry.
Yes, it is.
So if we're going to be tapping from that, we need to make some investments. And the state government knows that. So right now, we're planning to, modernize the equipment we have, like this stadium. People come to me and say, oh, we've not done, we don't have a stadium in Ife, you are from Ife. I say, we don't even have a stadium in Oshogbo.
We don't, at least for now.
Because that stadium, our matches were moved to Ilorin.
Wow. Why?
So I mean, if you're playing and you can't even have your supporters in full, the support that means the support is not full.
Yeah, right.
If you play soccer, if you've played on maybe a small stage before, you know that the fans are very, very important. I support Osha United. I know the Travis, I know the problem, but the government is investing in them. For one, their salaries were increased. When the state
to
government
motivate them.
just to, because you have to, you have to motivate. You have to. But what I see that we are lacking the equipment, like the stadium. We don't have a good stadium, and the government is putting money in that. We are putting something together for this stadium because we're trying to overhaul it. If you go to like Adama Simba in Ibadan, if shooting is playing there, you see a lot of people there. I've gone with some of my honorables from Moyo to watch a few matches there, and I want something like that for Osho.
Even better.
Or even better, or even better.
Yeah.
Why not? We can be better, even better. That was done some years back. If we are doing ours now, maybe inculcate some other things that will make it better. So we're trying to do something like that. It's coming up. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say beyond that, but I assure you, it's one of the things Mr. Governor wants to do, and we are talking to him about it.
Okay, because we know you're such a very busy man, and even though it's a weekend, you probably don't have that weekend to yourself.
I don't.
We don't want to. But on a lighter, on our own club, let's look at the tendency that Enzo Maresca will be appointed. What do you make of that? Where do you see us next?
I'm scared, though.
I like that.
I'm scared.
If you're scared, then who am I?
Because we've had Tuchel, we've had
Pochettino.
We've had good coaches, but I think Pochettino was starting to do something. Was starting to do something. He was starting getting up to
end of the
something
season.
nice, but he was cooking. He started cooking, but I mean, the board knows better.
Maresca will now serve the food properly.
No, don't get me wrong. I've checked Maresca. As a good Chelsea fan, I checked him out. He's got some good football.
Please, can we stop football?
But,
as you come right now, thank you for coming here. And what do you have to say to the Oshun youth? What is the message you want to give to them?
Yes, my message is we have to do it. I mean, you can go to Lagos, you can go to Abuja, but this is our home.
This is.
I mean, you have to. I think to even go far in life, you need to connect with your roots. So you know who you are. So you know who you are, so you can then move ahead, because you need to start from somewhere.
Yeah, right.
You have to identify that this is where I am. Then you have to identify where you're going or where you want to be, you know, or where you want to be. So let's forge ahead. Let's keep doing it. I see us doing some good things, you know. We are coming together
Great
already.
things.
Yeah, so let's keep on doing it for our dear state, for our dear country.
It's a pleasure having with us Honorable Engineer Abiola Awuyeye, who is actually the Chairman, House Committee on Youths and Sports from representing Ife Central Constituency.
Yes.
Honorable, it's a pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine.
Please keep on keeping on.
It's my first time here, and
it won't be the last.
thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
The show continues at this moment in time, and somebody else, just like Ajibike rightly said, at this point in time, if electricity seems to be a little bit of a hiccup, that the federal government has not been able to really get us 24 hours constant service.
Alternative energy.
What can we do? We'll be talking to somebody very shortly concerning that, but in the meantime, let's bring some facts to your faces at this moment. Stay with us.
Yes, the program is still Spring Delight, and we are back. It was beautiful having to speak with the Honorable.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
he had so much to say about our youth. We are progressing in the state of Osha.
Absolutely.
Why are you pointing to yourself like you're a youth?
I am.
Okay, the Nigerian youths are doing all right for themselves. And right now we have our second guest seated right beside us. We are going to be talking about, he is an energy expert, and we are going to be talking about alternate energy. You see, the world is changing by the day.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
we are not in the generation where we have to hope on constant power supply. You can have your constant power supply in the comfort of your home or your offices. And we have an expert here to give us details about that. Good morning, Mr. Bolaji Jegede.
Good morning.
It's so nice to have you.
I'm glad to be here with you.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you came with energy.
Well, I always go around with energy.
Okay. So we are sure that as much as we always have, but then we are sure that we have additional energy.
Is that like their catchphrase or something? Remember when we brought the SA to the governor on energy matters? When we asked her, did you come in? She was like, I am carrying energy wherever it is that I am.
Thank you so much for coming.
Let us speak about alternate energy. Let's talk about power. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, thank you very much. So when we're talking about alternate energy, we're looking at a scenario where we can move away from what we have always known, which is generation of power from fossil fuel and things like that. And over the world, we have seen that fossil fuels have been contributing to global warming and pollution, and these resources are actually finite, which means that they can actually finish at some point. So we're looking globally on how we can move to what we call renewable energy. And that's what you call the alternate energy.
Okay.
And when you're talking about alternate energy, you're talking about energy sources that are infinite, more or less God-given. So you're talking about things like solar energy. We're talking of maybe hydro. We're talking about biomass. We're talking about geothermal energy.
Okay.
We're talking about wind energy, even ocean energy.
Wow.
Have you heard these energies before?
No,
How
just a
do we
few.
how do we differentiate them? What are they? The solar, the
Ocean, the wind.
Okay,
and all that.
so basically, solar energy talks about the power we can get from the sun.
Okay.
So it's possible for us over the world, we have been harnessing the power of the sun to generate electricity.
Okay.
And that has become something that is becoming a globally accepted source of energy as against the traditional ones.
Okay.
So when you talk about the wind energy, so that gives us the power to capture the wind and convert it using turbines into electricity.
Okay.
That's another source of an alternate energy. Also, we use what we call the geothermal energy, and that's because in the earth crust has a lot of heat energy. So we have developed technology globally over many decades of harnessing the heat from the ground and converting that also to energy, whether electricity or to heat homes. And those things you can see actually abroad in Europe, in America. So again, we talk about the ocean or tidal energy. So, the way in which the waves, water waves, when you're on the sea, it goes up and it goes down. There's a way in which that energy can be transformed, into electricity, using different kinds of devices.
Okay.
So again, you have what we call the biomass. Biomass basically has to do with when you use things like wood or waste food.
Oh, yeah?
Or waste from the farms.
Okay.
Those things can actually be burnt and converted into energy.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have a poultry, for example, or an animal farm, you can actually generate your own electricity from the waste that is coming from the farm.
Oh, yeah.
So we call that biogas.
Okay.
So you can convert the waste from your farms into energy for cooking on the farm or even electricity. So interestingly, when I was doing my final year project at the University of Lagos, I converted cassava waste into methane gas for cooking.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was the first time. The technology is not new, but that was the first time that in Unilag that we would use what we call a polythene biodigester to digest cassava waste, converting it to methane gas for cooking. So that was something new that I did for the first time, and we cooked with it.
Wow.
You did.
Amazing. That's I don't know.
I want to believe it was a youth now. They must have amalgamated that particular something to something different. So what happened? Why did you just stop there?
Well, so I didn't stop there per se. Or let me say, I would say I stopped there in itself because you know, in university I was an entrepreneurial person. So while I was on campus, I had about 5 businesses on campus. I was the entrepreneur of the year when I was graduating.
You were a big boy.
And I also had a first class in chemical engineering.
Oh, yeah?
I was the 3rd best graduate in engineering. You know, so for me, so I had a scholarship to go to Cambridge University.
Okay.
In England. So I've been doing entrepreneurship there, but now I'm going to pick it up again, really, because there's prospect in that.
They should. They should. But all right, Mr. Jege, let's look at it on a wider scale, wider scope. Looking at what it looks like in our dear nation, Nigeria today, when it comes to power, power energy. Compared to other African countries, South Africa, Ghana, Togo, Benin, we tend to hear, some of us, wherever we've seen what it looks like, this is always on the constant. We just hope someday we'll get it right in our dear nation. Will you say alternate energy, government should focus on that rather than saying expending billions and billions of dollars to our national grid that will work today, that will collapse tomorrow? What do you take of that?
So I think it's very important that we diversify our energy mix, and we need to do that immediately. If we are not careful, the world is going to leave us behind, because when you look at European nations, America and co, they're already diversifying away from fossil fuel. And we need to understand the intricacies of all of this. Our major foreign exchange earning is from selling crude oil. Yeah. So if the people we are trying to sell to are already looking away from crude oil, it means that we're going to be in a very big problem, perhaps in the next 10 years. And it's actually, we don't have enough power in Nigeria, not because we don't have the capacity, but because I think for me, it's just a systemic failure and perhaps leadership failure. But that's not the point we're really making here. Talking about alternative energy, we can actually power the whole of Nigeria, you know, using alternate energy if we decide to. Because now solar is the low-hanging fruit for us, really, because we have sunshine all year round. So that's a huge resource that is just wasting away. It is. Right. So if we concentrate on it, either the federal or state or local government level, we will have regular power supply, even just focusing on solar. I mean, in the north, we have a lot of wind, so the north can even combine both the solar power and the wind energy to generate electricity. And the interesting thing about solar is the fact that you can actually have what we call off-grid solar systems, in which case you can just have your solar panels and battery and inverters, whether in your home, and you generate your light 24 hours. You know, in my father's house, that's what he has there, and he stays in Ibadan. And whenever I go to his house, I think sometimes he will say in 3 weeks, he probably don't have 4 hours of power. So he has his own power, really, so it's fine. In my house here, also, I use solar. I can as well just not even connect to the national grid at all. I have power 24 hours. In my office, I still connect to the national grid, but I'm looking to take myself off that and go solar. Because recently now with the high cost of electricity, we use about 30,000 naira. The last time we used 30,000 naira in 3 days. So that's almost averaging, because we're on band A, averaging about 10,000 a day. That's totally not sustainable.
I just hope at this moment in time, probably if they're probably watching us, that's why it has been taken off. They've just seized power. So that, but thank God for the solar.
Thank God for solar.
That, you've spoken about, and which we are as well. It's looking pretty good. Nigerians are tending to tilt towards finding an alternative at this moment. What becomes of the power grid eventually?
So the power grid in itself, it's been under-maintained. The right infrastructure has not been put in place. we have heard how billions of US dollars have been spent, and we didn't see zero increase in megawatts. So for me, you know, the electricity industry in Nigeria has been riddled with corruption and bad leadership. But you know, as Nigerians, we are very resilient. We have always taken our own lives in our hands. Today, we create our own water. We generate our own lights. We make our own roads. Nigerians typically don't even wait for government anymore. Sometimes many people really don't care whether there's government or not, because every Nigerian community or household is a government of its own. So really, the national grid, if we diversify, and my advice for individuals really is, we can't really wait for this government or any other government to solve our own problems. So everyone should right now, people are doing that now, have their own solar systems in their house. So you have your lights, your businesses can thrive, because when businesses are developed, are depending on the national grid, which is so erratic, you are now even more expensive. Solar is now a cheaper option, far more cheaper option now to the national grid. And I think people should go and install solar in their homes. So the national grid itself, if it's well maintained, can focus on supplying certain, maybe the industries. That's if these rates are at these rates. Really, even industries cannot connect to the grid because it's no more sustainable.
Okay.
So even industries are going solar now. I mean, so there are people I know, which we have also probably worked for at some point or the other, are now putting solar systems in their offices. Very soon, people are jettisoning the whole national grid because it's become unreliable and even too expensive. So really, people have to really go. So solar has become cheaper now, and people should really go solar, whether it's for your farms, whether it's for your business, because the amount of money we can generate in this country has actually dwindled because of lack of power supply. Tailors cannot work. You can't. Your barber cannot work. There's no power. Now you have to rely on generators. The cost of fuel has tripled or even quadrupled in the last 1 year of this new administration. So now barbers cannot make as much money. Tailors can't make as much money. Small and medium scale business can't make as much money. So because there's the power problem. So when people solve their own power problem using solar, for example, their life is just easy. You can make more money. You can work anytime. I've been up since 2 a.m. today. Whoa. I'm working. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, so I have a lot of work to do. I mean, since 2 a.m. and I've had lights in my house. I don't mind whether there's. I don't even know whether there's no power or there's no power. I always have power because. But before I did my solar, it's always praying that when will they bring light? I have to put on generator. There's noise all over the place. Now another thing about the solar is that there's no. Or renewable generally, you don't have all these emissions, so you have clean atmosphere. There's no noise. You know, that in itself is peace, because the noise from generator itself is a problem for the air. I mean, it's just all pollution, noise pollution, CO2, carbon pollution. So with renewable energy and sources, we are looking at a green economy. And that's where we are going globally. I mean, now people are talking about electric cars. We are still talking about how we are increasing fuel. The world is moving and leaving us behind. And that's something that leadership really needs to understand, that where we are now, we're almost in the Stone Age. We will get to a point where the only thing we are trying to sell, nobody wants to buy it anymore. And we are sitting on a time bomb.
Oh, goodness. And
now I'm trying to talk directly to the government. We are sitting on a time bomb. If we think that waiting for crude oil to be $100, $200, that's what we're waiting for, you're wasting your time. Everybody is moving away from crude and moving from fossil fuels to renewable energy. The more we harness the power of renewable energy, the better for us. Now in China, solar industry alone creates more than maybe 100 million jobs.
Wow.
You know, I've had the opportunity to work with some of them. I can't talk about it because this is not a paid commercial. I've got to work with quite a number of them, which we're partners. And you have a factory that has more than 50,000 people working. Wow. So the potential, the job creation potential that solar alone can create in Nigeria. If we are talking like, let's say we want to create just about, let's say 50,000 megawatts, or let's say 10,000 megawatts of power with solar, we can be creating over 600,000 jobs across the value chain. So the value chain, I mean, so you're talking of the manufacturing. So in the manufacturing sector, you're talking about floor workers, you're talking about engineers, you're talking about R&D guys, you're talking about floor hands and all sort of people that will be working in the factory.
Yeah, right.
You're talking about more senior, junior level, people working there. You're talking about the maintenance. The maintenance itself will create nothing less than another 1,000 jobs. You see? So there are people who will be distributing. So as you're manufacturing those things, people are distributing. People are retailers. So there's direct jobs, there's indirect jobs that you can create.
Yeah.
So this whole lazy idea of just talking about job creation, just doing nothing, when the potential is all over the place, it's time we stop all that and really get things right in this country. So what renewable can do is no small thing to improve this economy.
Speaking about solar, and before you go, how affordable is solar and how safe is it?
No, when you talk about safety, it's absolutely safe.
Okay.
The maintenance is next to zero. You can put up a solar panel that is still going on 25 years. And in terms of affordability, it used to be expensive, but now technology has improved.
Okay.
So the cost is reduced, way reduced now. What happens is that the initial capital outlay usually may be high, but you will gain that over time. So in terms of what you would have been paying to the national grid, for example, what you would have paid national grid in 1 year or 8 months is what you might use to set up your solar system.
Okay.
And then that is there for the next 10, 15 years.
Fair enough.
So why do I need the national grid really? So people now have to be able to save up, because we don't run a system again. Our economic system is tricky. It's not good enough. In America and Europe, people cannot go on their credits, get those things, and be paying little by little. But here, you have to have cash. That in itself is a problematic one. But banks can team up with companies who are doing this to make it easy for people.
Yeah.
So sometimes what people do really is to say, because you have to use cash, so people can just save up. They can buy the battery, keep it. Later they save up, they buy the panels.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Then, so you can do that. And when you have everything, then you install it. So that you're not thinking about it like, oh, I need 1.5 million to set up this and I don't have it. So you can say, okay, now I have 200,000, I want to buy my battery. I'll keep my battery.
Okay.
I'll start saving again, I'll buy my panel. So I'll buy my inverter. So once you have done all that, at some point you find out that you now have your system. You can put it up and then you have 24-hour power supply.
Yeah.
So it's way cheaper than it used to be because technology has been improving.
Okay.
You have a program coming up. You intend to explain. Just give us like a little bit of what it's about.
It's a solar academy.
Okay.
What we intend to do is we have few courses in renewable energy and solar power.
Okay.
So there are courses that will help people to understand the solar power system and be able to install it. That's already going to create immediate jobs after the program because automatically they become our installers. And every job we have in their neighborhood, they'll be the one to do it, and we pay them for their installation fee. And they also can go around getting jobs for themselves.
Definitely, right.
And we empower them by making sure we supply everything they need to the batteries, the panels, so already that program is going to be creating massive number of jobs in Osun State. Of course, where we are piloting it.
Okay, I think I will come and register because I'd like to thank you, Mr. Biola Jegede, for an alternative Bolaji.
Yes.
Bolaji Jegede. Thank you most sincerely, and we really appreciate the fact that bringing this to Osun State and letting Osun people into the next level. I like to always say it's the next level.
It is.
By now we should
way past
all this. You made mention of it. In Europe, in America, they are thinking maybe 200 years ahead of us now.
Yeah.
Please keep on keeping on. We'll love to support whatever dream. Let's see how it materializes.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you most sincerely. Okay, and at this point in time, our next guest is around the corner. I hope she has the energy to take us to the next level as well.
The next level.
We'll bring you a couple of clips from how it works. Take a look at it, and we'll be right back.
káàlẹ́ madam.
Ẹ káalẹ́ Alhaji.
Ẹ bá a súnmọ́ microphone. Kí ló kọ yín?
Ẹ ṣé Alhaji, Máyọ̀wá lórúkọ mi sà.
Máyọ̀wá Àrìnfẹ́. Ṣé ẹ rí pé kò tẹ̀ tún forúkọ mi sí mọ́? Mo sì ti bọ́ ọ́fíìsì.
Gbogbo tọkọ yín sọ kalẹ̀ lẹ̀ ṣé lóòótọ́ ni.
Alhaji, àkọ́kọ́ ni yẹ kó dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run tó fún wa lọ́jọ́ òní rí. Tọ́ba tí wọ́n ń gbàdúrà ká lọ́kọ̀. Ká ló gbàdúrà Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ìsìyàn tó bá síyàn lọ́kọ ilé. Àfihàn ní ọ̀rọ̀ Àrìnfẹ́ ẹ ò gbọ́ ìgbé mi fáyé. Alhaji nípa tó sọ lóòótọ́ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
Èwo ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èwo ń bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́?
Wọ́n parọ́, wọ́n sì parọ́.
Ẹni sùúrù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Lóòótọ́ ni pẹ́ẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Sùràjù lọ́dọ̀ ewo fíìmù.
Ẹ̀rọ máa ń lọ àmọ́ nǹkan méjì ló gbé mi lọ́lẹ̀ bùrà Sùràjù. Ṣé ní bùrà Sùràjù ìbá tí wọ́n ní ṣoore ṣe o? Oore ni wọ́n ṣe fún mi. Ṣé ẹ rí nípa tí wọ́n sọ? Nǹkan méjì ló gbé mi lọ, AC ni. Ilé wa máa ń gbóná.
Gbígbóná ọ̀dọ̀ Sùràjù tutù.
Wọ́n sọ fọ́kọ mi, ìwọ náà ṣe bó ṣe ṣe fáànù mi ní fàǹkórà kò gbọ́.
Tí n bá ń jáde lọ sẹ́yìn rice block sínú kúlà pé kí inú ilé balẹ̀ máa tutù fún ọ.
Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ Àlàjì láyé pé mo jókòó? Yéèyàn máa to búlọ́ọ̀kù lórí àti bá ti ń jáde. Alájẹ́ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi jàre yóò dà fún yín. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì oní tẹlifíṣàn. Ọ̀dọ̀ wa ó ti ta pa. Àní. Lọ́sọ̀rọ̀jú pásítọ̀ àwọn fẹ̀ tó rí yín Àlàjì. Òun náà ló máa ń wọ̀. Tí ìjọ wọ́n bá mi bí wọ́n léèrè kí ni ọ̀pọ̀ náà fi jẹ̀bi olóore mi ni bọ̀dọ̀ ìwọ̀n ọ̀pọ̀ mi òkè rúdòdò.
Máyọ̀wá.
Àlàjì.
Máyọ̀wá.
Àlàjì.
Pátákọ́ọ̀sì nǹkan ṣé lóòótọ́ ni pé wà á ti Sùràjù jọ ń wo pátákọ́ọ̀sì.
A máa ń wo o. Ẹ wo ọlọ́tí tó wá dàbí rẹ̀ tìmùtìmù bùrà Sùràjù àfi bí ọ̀run. Ẹ mọ̀ tó máa kọ́ ni pé sì ò ní yó bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ nínú yàrá bùrà Sùràjù ṣe rí. Inú ilé wọn dá. Ẹnu ilé wọn tó bá parí ètò ẹ tẹ̀lé wa lọlé o. Àwọn ilé ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ wo ń lomi àtọkọ mi gbẹ̀yìn sí ní farada mi ò jí èmi ò rí jìyà.
Máyọ̀wá wà á ti Sùràjù jọ ń wo pátákọ́ọ̀sì sí lóòótọ́ ni.
Wo pẹ̀lú èsì tútù.
Máyọ̀wá. Aláàjì ṣe tó ń bọ̀.
Ó tún ti ń sunkún alábòsí lọmọ pẹ̀lú.
Welcome back to Spring Delight, and thank you for joining us. That skit alone, if you've ever watched Spartacus, yes, she's part of those who did her thing in that movie, but probably in our own house.
Oh, okay.
From the Ile that you bent down. Enter. Okay, thank you for being here, and it's a pleasure to have with us a skit maker, a comedy skit maker, who's doing so well for herself in this industry. And seriously, for those of us where we know, we keep wondering, Mayo Alalade, Queen Mayo. All right, it's a pleasure. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Wow. No, don't come and start comedy here, because I know everything about you.
No, I'm just preparing. I'm not starting yet.
Okay, maybe after I finish, I need, but good to know that you're really, really good in this industry. Let's get to know how this all started, because for me, to be honest, as much as I've known her, I'm surprised that you've even gone deep into this. How long have you been doing skit making?
Okay, thank you, Sam. So far, so good. Actually, I started fully last year.
Okay.
Because I'm a kind of person, I don't take things serious. Even people that knows me very well, Mayowa, she's a very playful person.
Absolutely.
She jokes a lot. But I started during lockdown. Because at times when I'm strolling down my gallery, I see some content that we've shot then. But unfortunately, I did not post it online. But last year, one of my colleagues, she walked up to me and she was like, Mayowa, you can do this. Yeah. Why are you doing kiniko? Why are you shagba? Why are you shawu? You are not serious with this entertainment stuff. And that's on period, because I could say I am not serious. Yes, I am not serious. Because so when she walked up to me then and she was like, Mayowa, kiniko, you have this thing in you. You can do it. Can you travel? And me traveling, I don't know.
Where?
Anywhere. That was what she asked me then. Like, can I travel? Like, can I live in Shogbo? I was like, anywhere I can go. So around July last year, so one or two people contacted me that they want to feature me in their skits. So I went there and so we started shooting, but we thank God, all glory and all be to God today. I can say I'm doing even though I am not where I'm supposed to be.
No, you're gonna get there.
Yeah, my God, Agbára Ọlọ́run. I'm going there step by step, lying. So I'm not rushing.
Yeah.
So one step at a time.
Okay.
Your content, how do you create them? Where do you get them from?
Inspiration. At times I will just sleep like a baby. Why?
To just come.
Down. And we will shoot. But the problem about creating a content and shooting of a content is that if you do not have people supporting you or people that are pushing you, because I could say, I don't want to discourage people that are coming up.
Upcoming.
Yes, upcoming content creators. Because most of them, they'll be discouraged. People, since that my friend, they are not helping me, they are not ready to go to location with me, I am done. I am not doing again. There's no money. Money is not coming in, you know. At the time, I was like, me Oshemo, mo give up. And it's really affected me because on my social media, I lose a lot of followers because there was no content. Anything was not dropping on my page. So there was a time I just slept and I was like, so I woke up that day. I called 1 or 2 people. We went to location. I will shoot our shot like that, sharp. And since then, I've been consistent because there's a consistency is the key. Yes.
Are you saying as a content creator right now, if you don't have anybody pushing you, it might be very difficult for you to remain?
No. We have people that they are the only one making their content, like just single person. But I cannot hold camera. I cannot hold a microphone.
Definitely,
I cannot be putting everything on my body. I need people that will push me. You can do this thing.
Exactly.
Even there are some people that they are crew. They are the one giving them content.
Yeah.
I may not have anything on my head because these days we have a lot of things. We have a lot of things we are thinking. Especially me, my head is full more than my age. But thank God, God is not forsaking us. So even our crew, they can be pushing us. I have this particular content I want us to shoot together. But since there is nobody to, but I don't want to cry.
It is well. Do not cry.
Well, let's quickly look at you. What has been the biggest challenge or challenges faced or you're facing when it comes to content creation?
God bless you, sir. That question. Sorry, I'm not with my handkerchief.
I don't have one here either.
Yeah, don't worry, sir. I can control my tears.
Oh, okay.
One of the challenges I've already faced. Let me talk about entertainment industry at large.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I wouldn't want to mention anybody's name. So that person called us, you know, as an upcoming content creator. The person was like, he needed some people for stage play and all that. The show is happening in Osha. So I was part of people that was contacted for that stage play. So after the show, when we were done with the stage play, I went out because I was seriously hungry that day. So I went to meet the caterer. Please, ma, I need food though. Can I get something to eat? So the woman gave me amala. As I was about to hit my amala in pieces, not in pieces, but the wife of that guy came to me and said, please, can I have that food?
I don't understand.
You will understand, man. Calm down. She now collected the food from my hand and gave it to another celebrity right in front of me.
Wow.
I was embarrassed. I was crying on that spot. I was like the other my colleagues.
Okay.
They walked up to me. Like, what's going on? Why are you crying? I explained to them. That is it because I am not a star yet. Is that why this lady treated me like a trash? Because I was like, if I do not have the mind, I want to continue this content stuff. Daddy, I might just I want to go and kill myself. Let me just go and commit suicide. But when I got from that, I explained to my mom. She was like, it's not their fault. But it was not serious. And it is true. That guy, he met me in this industry. But because it was consistent, people knows him very well. So one of the challenges I could say I am still facing is, I don't want to talk about it because if I should talk about it now, everybody watching this skinny, they will just be crying. But I don't want anybody to be emotional.
Okay, now I think those are your low moments.
Yes.
What are the high moments for you? What was that skit you did? What was that job that you have done that has really brought you out there?
Yes, that was 3 years ago.
Okay.
The skit really go viral because it was during election. I mean, I was just joking. So my sister, she was the one that interviewed me. Auntie, what can you say about this election? Me, I was just joking, and before I knew it, it was on Twitter, then Twitter. Everybody was just messaging me, Mayowa, Kinikon, we are seeing you on Twitter. What did I do? What did I say? So I was on Twitter, even till now, I don't know how to use Twitter. So I told my sister, please, Josh, I know me Twitter. So we
went there.
I was like, need BCB, how manage, how come? So I think that was the skit I did that some people knows me very well from there.
Queen Mayor, as we wrap up gradually here,
Right, sir.
let's see a video of some of what you've done. And when we come back,
Right, sir.
my question will be, can anyone make a career out of skit making?
Yes.
We'll talk about that when we come back. Let's see some of Queen Mayor's works.
Colons akànjáde kúrò nílé àní bí arìn akànsáàrin kí torí owó gáàsì yìí kí la fẹ́ ṣe kò yé mi náà kí la dákẹ́dákẹ́dákẹ́dákẹ́ nìkan ṣe ń bọ̀. Ọmọ ènìyàn ẹ̀yin ni Ọlọ́run ò ṣe kí ló dé ọmọ ènìyàn kún fún kìkìdé ẹ̀gbin kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló dé ta ló ṣe yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni màlẹ́kà ní sùúrù kẹ́mi tẹríba fẹ́mi kí ló dé. Amúmi rí bí ọmọ ènìyàn ṣe kọjá ẹ̀yin mẹ́ta ni ìyá yín bí ju mẹ́ta lọ nínú ẹ̀yin mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yín nìkan lè rí ọwọ́ ọrí bóyá ọwọ́ yín ò tó rí ni kò yé mi àmọ́ mo rí pé ìyá yín bá yín mulẹ̀ bí ẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹṣin Elijah gangan ni ibẹ̀ yẹn gangan lógún ti wọnú ayé yín ó ti yé yín ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ ṣé wáyé lọ́wọ́ yín tó sọ gangan zenzami ganja ó ṣe Ọlọ́run mi ò ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni cabin ṣe gbọ́ cabin kì í ṣe cabin bisikíìtì ẹ̀mí tó ń bá yín rìn òun gẹ́gẹ́ ní cabin iṣẹ́ tẹ́ wàá ṣe òpọ̀ iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ṣe lélẹ̀ omi ẹni sùúrù.
Ẹ tó lọ bí iṣẹ́ wo gangan.
Òun náà
ẹni sùúrù ẹ ṣe ń wo mi èmi nìkan ìyá mi.
Iṣẹ́ já.
Kò tí ì já.
Ní sùúrù ó ti já ní.
Lóòótọ́ lọ́wọ́ rí o ọwọ́ mi tó rí. Lọ́rọ̀ mi yé yín báwọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wà yìí gan ọ̀dà pé ẹ̀ ń tọ́ owó tẹ̀mí jẹ nìyẹn. Ẹ̀yà gbọ́dọ̀ kó sọ́tọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ méjì wà yìí kí n bá lẹ́yìn jọ́ra yẹn mo lè ta yín. Kí máa tún gbowó.
Ọkọ ẹmọ́jọ lọ fà ní sùúrù wá iṣẹ́ ti já kọjú sí mi lóòótọ́ parọ́ àtijọ́ àti mu làwọn náà ń wá ká gáàsì wa ló tán ẹni ẹ̀ mọ̀ tẹ́ bá rí àbúrò mi rèé ẹjọ́ ìṣẹ́ bá rí ẹ̀kọ́ fún wa ẹjọ́ lè rí ìgbàkan fún yín sí èrè ẹ̀kọ́ sì lọ́wọ́ bàtà wọn bí dápẹ́já máa gbọ́ sí ọ̀rọ̀ wọlé orí tí náà pé wá o ẹ má bínú ẹbí yín kọ́ Nàìjíríà ló fà á ẹbí ìyá yìí ò mọ̀ ní bàbá jẹ́ ìka wọ́n.
Queen Mayor, no, honestly,
a round of applause
you
for
deserve. Wow, I don't know. I hope the spirit is not carrying you here.
No, I'm trying to control my
your emotions.
Hold the spirit though.
It's fine. She can't even go further than this because Amalika is not here.
I'm trying to calm down.
I asked a question before we went on that short skit break here. Can anyone make a career path doing skit making?
Yes, it's possible. Because skit making on its own is a career. And I could say people are really making it. If you see some people that are into content, because there was a time someone was like, you are just wasting your time on this skit making you are doing. There are some better things you can do that you can do to improve your talent. That all these skits, what can you make? But I told the person that it's because maybe you are not social enough. Because I didn't mean you are social. You will see that people are really making it. Some people, they don't have any other work than this content. And it's because they know what they are making from that content, that career, that they choose that this is my own career.
It's my path. Yeah,
this is my path. This is what I want to do. So I think that is all I could say about that aspect. So,
wow, honestly, because there are some skit makers. I say I like this. I am Trinity, Sabino, Doubleman.
The likes of them.
So many of them like that. Don't worry. We'll hopefully, one of these days, that's how we'll be talking about you. That she was on this show as well.
Do you have a role model, though?
Yes, I have. If you know Dr. Bengu.
Okay. He's the son of the soil.
My role model. Because ever since I've grew up, I've known him. I know his consistency alone.
He has been here before.
Yes. So I do see him as my role model.
Okay.
Though I've never told him that, Mango, you're my, but deep down in me, I know he's my role model.
Like you look up to him
Yes.
a whole lot.
Queen, before we wrap it totally now, there are young skip makers who are probably feeling, well, this thing is not worth it again. You were in that position some more years ago. Well,
Yes.
here you are, at least you're better off from that point.
Yes.
What's your message to them?
My message for them is, first of all, they should put God first. Because in everything we are doing and we are putting God first, that thing is automatically, it is possible. And they should be consistent. Once they are consistent with whatever they are doing, I'm very sure there will be a way. But yes, that's my belief. They should be consistent and they should put God first. They should never be discouraged by anybody. That's my advice for them.
Do not be discouraged.
Yes.
Queen Mayo Alalade, a content creator, a skit maker, doing so fantastic. Please, what's your handle on IG, on TikTok?
Okay, my handle on Facebook, let me start from Facebook,
Okay.
Alalade Mayowa on Facebook. On TikTok, Queen Mayo. And on IG, Queen Mayo 1_. Queen Mayo 1_. Yes.
Copy that. I'm going to be with you.
Yeah, gonna be your eyes, or what do you normally say? Thank you, Mayo, for taking time out to be with us. Wish you the very best. Please, your next content, please add me. I'm interested.
No problem, sir.
And as long as it should bring money, have you?
Sure, definitely.
Okay. That's been Mayo Alalade, a content creator, a skip maker there. All right, let's bring you our fruit report at this moment in time before we eventually say BY.
A mango is an edible stone fruit produced by the tropical tree Mangifera indica. It is believed to have originated in Southern Asia, particularly in eastern India, Bangladesh, and the Andaman Island. Mangifera indica has been cultivated in South and Southeast Asia since ancient times, resulting in two types of modern mango cultivars: the Indian type and the Southeast Asian type. Other species in the genus Mangifera also produce edible fruits that are also called mangoes, the majority of which are found in the Malaysian ecoregion. Worldwide, there are several hundred cultivars of mango, depending on the cultivar. Mango fruit varies in size, shape, sweetness, skin color, and flesh color, which may be pale, yellow, gold, green, or orange. Mango is the national fruit of India, Pakistan, and the Philippines, while the mango tree is the national tree of Bangladesh. Mango trees grow to 30 to 40 meters, 98 to 131 feet tall, with a crown radius of 10 to 15 meters, 33 to 49 feet. The trees are long-lived, as some specimens still fruit after 300 years. In deep soil, the taproot descends to a depth of 6 meters, 20 feet, with profuse wide spreading, feeders roots and anchor roots penetrating deeply into the soil. The leaves are evergreen, alternate, simple, 15 to 35 centimeters. While the leaves are young, they are orange-pink, rapidly changing to a dark glossy red, then dark green as they mature. The flowers are produced in terminal panicles, 10 to 40 centimeters long. Each flower is small and white with 5 petals, with a mild and sweet fragrance. Over 500 varieties of mangoes are known, many of which ripen in summer, while some give a double crop. The fruit takes 4 to 5 months from flowering to ripening. The ripe fruit varies according to cultivar in size, shape, color, sweetness, and eating quality, depending on the cultivar. Fruits are variously yellow, orange, red, or green. The fruit has a single flat oblong pit that can be fibrous or airy to the surface and does not separate easily from the pulp. The fruits may be somewhat round, oval, or kidney-shaped, ranging from 5 to 25 centimeters in length and 140 grams to 2 kilometers in weight per individual fruit. The skin is leather-like, waxy, smooth, and fragrant, with colors ranging from green to yellow, yellow, orange, yellow to red, or blushed with various shades of red, purple, pink, or yellow when fully ripe. Ripe intact mangoes give off a distinctive resinous sweet smell. Mango trees grows readily from seeds, with germination success highest when seeds are obtained from matured fruits.
And yes, we are live. Thank you, Director Sheyi Babatunde, always on point.
Yes,
No doubt about that. It's been an amazing time with you all out there.
Been.
It's been an amazing time with us in the studio. Really enjoyed every moment. We'd like to use this opportunity to thank all of our guests, Mr. Biola Jegede, Honorable Awuyeye, Honorable Engineer Awuyeye, member representing Ife Central, Osha State House of Assembly, is Chairman House Committee, Youth Sports. Thank you most sincerely for taking time out also. I'd like to as well thank Queen Mayor, Maiwa Alalade, a content creator, a skit maker. Thank you for being here with us. And not forgetting the entire transmission and production team, the camera team, the producer, very agile producer, and very amazing director as well. Everybody, the sound man, thank you for taking time out to make sure that we had an exceptional show. You can follow us on all our social media handles. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, X. Yeah, I'm trying to get you. X at Western Spring Television. And also you can get a recap of this program on our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television. Tunde IDOWU is my name. It was at Irresistible TD on Twitter, on X. I'll see you next week, Saturday.
Yes, my name is AJIBIKE ANJORIN. Follow me on all social media platforms at simply_AJIBS, and I'm going to be right back out here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.